Hi, my name is Eric. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of maintenance work on the 1400 series. Okay, so normally you'd probably be doing this on the floor. What we're doing here is going to be replacing the primary belt. So if you should have hit something or have the belt snap for some reason, you just take off the power package and you're left with what we have here. So the next step, while you can do it through the top hole, it's a lot easier if we take off this primary housing. To do that, you need a 6mm Allen key. We'll just pop off these 4 bolts. And then there's 2 more on the back side here. Okay, now that you've got those 4 out, we can just lift this straight up and off. So normally if you're replacing the primary belt, this would be broken, so it's a lot easier to deal with at that point. However, you're gonna need to loosen this bolt, which is your tensioning bolt, and then there's 4 bolts along the side here. With the belt not in place, you can get to it a lot more easily, but you're gonna have to do them up again anyway. What you need for that is a 13mm socket for here. Okay, so now that we've got these bolts all loose, you're gonna need to undo this one in the front, and that's a 17mm socket. And it's actually easiest if you just take that bolt right out. Then you can lift this piece off and pull the belt right out. Now you've removed the belt, so to put it back on, it's exactly the same thing in reverse order. So to put everything back together, put your block in place, make sure you've got the hole lined up there in the front, put your belt over it, slide it back, get the tensioning bolt in a few threads just to hold everything stable, and then you can line up these 4 bolts and get them in place. Before you get these down and really tight, leave them a little bit slack so that we can adjust our tension. We just want to do that back up again with this 17mm. Want to start pulling it tight. You can see the belt tension adjusting there. And you don't want that really tight either. You want to have a little bit of play in there. Not quite that much, but so that with a light force, you can give it about a 1/4 turn, will get you to the right tension. Once you have that tension down, you're gonna snug those right up. Now that you've got the cover placed back into position, you want to put your bolts back in, but first you want to make sure you get a little bit of blue Loctite on those so they don't back out. And repeat that on all 4 bolts. And these you just want to snug down, make sure they're all good and tight. And then you're done. You've now replaced your primary belt.